So this is my last ever video. What? Of 2011? I know, some of you guys actually got excited. So the music video that I want to talk about today is a Katy Perry music video called The One That Got Away. So it starts off with this really old man and this really old woman. And then all of a sudden a song starts to play. So the scene shows this old woman sitting down and then all of a sudden she starts to smile. And I'm thinking, well, this old woman's kind of really hot. What? I'm just saying. And then unfortunately the scene jumps to like the younger Katy Perry. And she's with this guy who's like really good at art. And so he starts drawing young Katy Perry. When he finishes, he puts the picture on the wall and then starts making out with Katy Perry. And I'm thinking like they're probably gonna take off their clothes. You know, Katy Perry's probably gonna start stripping in the music video. But then I got excited because it jumps back to the scene of the old woman. And she's sort of just sitting on the bed and she's really lonely. And I'm thinking, that's my opportunity. I can be that person right next to her. So anyways, it jumps back to the younger Katy Perry and the guy she's with. And they're sort of still fooling around, you know, they're like laying down, making out, and then all of a sudden she grabs like a paintbrush and she draws the mustache on her face. I'm not really sure what she's into. Well, I'm not really sure what the heck he's into, but that's kind of weird. Like, is she trying to become a man, like just by putting a mustache on? Just by drawing a mustache on doesn't make you a man. But you know what's really funny? When a girl tries to sound like a man, they do like the most ridiculous deep voice ever. Like, no, we don't sound like that. Our voices are deep, but it's not that deep. You know what I'm talking about? But then again, when a guy tries to do a girl's voice, it's just the most high-pitched shit ever. Okay, wait, what the hell am I talking about here? Okay, getting back to the music video. So in the next scene, I don't know if Katy Perry and the guy got married or something, but it looks like they like broke into like a Jewish synagogue and started dancing with like Jewish people. And then when they decided to leave, the guy just like took the candles. And then the next part of this music video just confused the shit out of me because I kind of understood that this old woman was Katy Perry, but then this next scene, there's this old woman laying on the bed, and in the same scene, young Katy Perry comes in the room. So I'm thinking, okay, this old woman and young Katy Perry, they're not the same people. Okay, this is probably like her mother or something. But then it goes on to the younger Katy Perry and the guy, and she's sort of painting, and I guess she's painting wrong. And the guy comes over and like grabs her arm and like is trying to show her how to paint. And then all of a sudden the music video is going downhill because instead of getting like really close to this guy, now they're sort of like separating. So now it's a time where he's just had enough, where he just gets in his car and he just drives away. And he was driving in his car where like there was like rocks on the road. Into the rocks and just starts flying, like his car just launches off the road into the air off the like cliff. So I'm thinking like, holy shit, like this guy just totally died. And then it flashes back to the younger Katy Perry and she's sort of in her closet. And then all of a sudden she's crying and she just falls down and I think she died. And so I'm thinking to myself like, holy shit, like the guy died, younger Katy Perry died. Like no, like are they gonna show it to the scene where the old woman dies? Because if the old woman dies, I might actually cry. Okay, so the music video finally wraps up where the old woman enters the scene where the young guy like flew off the cliff and died. And she's sort of just standing there holding onto the rail. And all of a sudden the guy walks up the cliff and he's sort of with her. So I'm thinking, okay, this guy flew off the cliff into a car, but wait, he didn't die, he actually lived. And he's sort of holding her hand. So this is supposed to be like a romantic scene. What really happened was the guy sort of he faded away. And it was old Katy Perry the whole time. And it was sort of a flashback of her life. So when you watch the music video for the first time, it's kind of confusing, but then when you get to the end, it kind of all makes sense. A lot of sick people out there, you guys are probably thinking, guys can't get raped. If a hot girl comes by and wants to take off your clothes, you're just willing to take it off. I have no idea why. You guys are probably like, if there's a hole in the wall, that works too. So close to the end of this video, this kid almost got naked. I mean, the woman actually got his shirt off and was going for his pants. Like, would this grown woman actually have done a 15-year-old?